all men shall know that you are my disciples. Father, the hour has come. Glorify thy Son, that thy Son may glorify thee. Keep in thy name those thou hast given. I do not pray for these only, but also for those who believe in me through their word. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Let it be as you, not I, would have it. This is your hour, Judas. The hour of shadows. Oh, Master. You betray your master with a kiss.
That is the man. Arrest him.
Quiet, don't make any noise. Take care of him. You go that way. Try not to wake them. Judas!
What's happening?
You traitor!
No!
You betrayed him!
What's going on here? Peter, listen to me. The only way the master can save himself is by speaking to the Sanhedrin.
Take him away. Leave him alone! Let him go! Leave him alone! Kill him! Jesus! Andrew! Jesus! No, Peter! Get away, you scum! Arrest them all! Peter!
It was me you sought. You have found me. Let them go.
Take him away!
Take him away! Take him away! Take him to the Sanhedrin! Peter, do something! Peter, do something! Lion!
Jesus!
No! No! We can't do anything for him! We must do something for him! Brothers, let us save ourselves! Philip, come on, let's go! Let's go!
Where did they take him? Where have they taken him?
He's the one who brought the soldiers.
Sarah.
Speak to Zara. I must speak to Zara. Is he in here? Did they bring him here?
Who?
Jesus!
Master Zera, please. I don't understand this man.
Zara. Now, where is this meeting with Caiaphas? I must be there with Jesus.
Meeting? There's no meeting.
Huh?
There's a trial. Your Jesus is accused of blasphemy. You've been an invaluable help to us, Judas. Come and see me when all this is over. Oh.
Well, got what you wanted. So get out of here.
Come on, get out of here. Move yourself.
Master Joseph, we were coming to find you. This is Martha, the sister of Lazarus, and Mary, the mother of Jesus.
Jesus has been arrested.
Yes, I know. I've been called to a meeting of the elders.
You have such great influence in the Sanhedrin. Please, will you help?
I'll try, you know that. I'll do what I can.
I've never understood how that liar could have fooled so many people. You were one of those who believed in him, didn't you?
Well, I admit I believed in him, but we all believed in him.
And now you discover the truth.
He said a lot of things that I liked very much.
What?
And he did some good things.
Oh.
Good things! They were tricks of the devil!
All right. We know that he was a liar and a blasphemer and he betrayed us. And now he will pay.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry I had to wake you up at this hour of night. Master Nicodemus.
Caiaphas said he should be bound like a common thief. It's most unseemly, sir.
Jesus, it is not our intention to treat you as a criminal. But we want you to explain to this assembly the nature of your teachings.
What is this doctrine you and your disciples are spreading through
Judea.
I have spoken openly for all the world to hear. I have taught in the synagogues and in the temple. I have said nothing in secret. So, why do you ask me? Ask those who heard me. They are my witnesses.
Caiaphas, I've heard him preach. I find nothing in his doctrine which denies the basic principles of our faith.
Rabbi, we fail to understand the meaning of many of your sayings.
For instance, there are witnesses who say that you claim that you could destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days.
No one could rebuild the temple in 3 days. What he said must have some symbolic meaning. Come.
I'm sure I heard him say he could rebuild it again in 2 days.
3 days, 4 days, you hear? Witnesses can't even agree.
How can we remember every detail? There was a riot, which Jesus himself provoked, but for which the Romans will hold us responsible.
The riot was provoked by Barabbas.
The Romans don't need an excuse. We know what they have done to our people. All of us here can remember the occasion not so many years back when over 1,000 of our people were nailed to the walls of Jerusalem because there were not enough scaffolds to satisfy the Romans' lust for blood. None of us, I'm sure, wants to give any more victims to Pontius Pilate than we can prevent.
Of course not, Joseph. We're all agreed upon that. As Caiaphas has said, this is not a trial. We left our homes. We came here tonight hoping that Jesus of Nazareth would explain to us the purpose of his mission and help to heal the divisions in our community.
Brother, we have often heard that you've come to bring love and brotherhood. I beg you, bring peace to our gathering tonight.
Tell me. It has been said that you proclaimed yourself the Son of God. I ask you now, in the name of the Eternal, are you the Messiah, the Son of God?
I am. And you shall see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the power of God.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one.
We have heard enough. Let him be taken before the procurator Pontius Pilate, in whose hands lies the final authority for trial and judgment.
Son of God! Kill him! Stone him! Blasphemer!
Well, what happened to him?
They're sending him to Pontius Pilate.
We know how that'll end up, don't we? Wait a minute. I know you. You were with that Jesus. You're one of his followers.
No, I don't know him.
But he is. Look!
And I know him. He is one of his followers.
Yes, I've seen him. I've seen him.
No!
Catch him!
He's a liar! Arrest him! I tell you, I don't know him!
He was with him. I saw him.
Please! What's going on here? He's a friend of Jesus! A disciple!
Don't let him go!
Oh, please. Mistaken. I neither know this Jesus they speak of, nor have I ever heard of him.
Go! Just keep quiet here! Don't you know you're on sacred ground?
You hear them? Free Barabbas. The crazy people. They should be in here.
Your friends outside want you set free. So you can carry on with your murdering, I suppose.
I'm not a murderer. I shouldn't be in with those two. I'm a patriot.
You're all criminals. Don't think you're any different.
It was him who did the murder, not me! Now he took me into it! It was his idea!
When will it be?
When Pontius Pilate comes from Caesarea for the Passover, or whatever they call it.
Hey, listen. You've got to let me out of here. Well, I didn't do anything.
Listen to me! Free Barabbas! Let Barabbas free! Let Barabbas go! He's one of us! Free Barabbas! You have no right to arrest him! Free Barabbas! Barabbas!
Welcome, brother. Welcome! I leave for 1 week and I come back and I find the mob clamoring in the street, and you dare to say to me, welcome! Who's this Barabbas they've been shouting about?
He's a zealot we arrested. His followers have disturbed the crowds.
I don't think their noise will disturb my judgment. Look, you take 100 men and you clear the street. I'm tired.
With respect, Procurator.
Please, I'm so tired.
Jerusalem is full of people. There are many hotheads among them.
Yes, and they'll cool when they see the example we make of their Barabbas.
Pontius Pilate, I'm afraid there's another case for which I must trouble you. Another one? Yes, it was submitted to us by the Sanhedrin itself. It concerns a certain Galilean preacher.
Quintilius, I am not interested in their preachers or their prophets. You know that.
Yes, of course, I know. The Sanhedrin, whose cooperation has been very useful to us, they consider it extremely important. Even urgent.
Urgent? Urgent to whom? I'm sorry. Maybe next week. First, we'll deal with Barabbas.
Pilate, there's a delegation from the Sanhedrin waiting outside. It is led by Zera himself. They have this preacher, this Jesus of Nazareth with them. They want you to judge him.
Judge him? Zera himself? That must be important. No. I don't want to get involved in their religious quarrels.
This is the monthly report of the province. I think it's wise not to offend them unnecessarily. I think you should see them.
Well, have them brought in. Don't stand there, bring them in.
Pilate, I regret. I'm afraid we must go out to them.
We must go to them?
Yes, according to their beliefs, well, they cannot come into a house of a Roman, not on Passover. They would be defiled.
Defiled. I forgot about that. All right. We'll go to them. Bring them to the Great Hall. How does one govern such people?
Procurator, we have found that this man, Jesus of Nazareth, distorts our people's views on the relationship between God and the state. Furthermore, he perverts the very heart of our religion.
I'm not concerned with people who break your religious laws. My function as governor here is to keep the peace and administer Roman justice.
We know that, Procurator. But this man also threatens the established order. If he were not a criminal, we would not have brought him to you.
He calls himself the Christ, which means the Anointed One.
Thank you. I too know some Greek. Well, what else has he done? Has he spoken against the emperor? Has he spoken against Rome?
Well, Procurator, not directly, no, but...
Not directly? Then he's your problem. You'll have to judge him according to your law.
Procurator, for us, this man Jesus is a blasphemer. If we were a self-governing nation, we would have the right to exact punishment, which under the law of Moses is laid down for blasphemy.
He made a triumphal entry into Jerusalem, calling himself the King of the Jews.
A claim which we totally reject.
King of the Jews?
Well, whatever else he may have done, such a claim is treason.
True. All right. I'll talk to him. You're Jesus.
Not ours.
Then whose? Whose? Bring him in! Is this the man you think so dangerous? This? The man that aspires to be a king? Come. Now, the leaders of the Sanhedrin accuse you of preaching perverted doctrines. Come. They also say you call yourself the King of the Jews. Well, are you King of the Jews?
If my kingdom were of this world, my followers would have fought to prevent me from being captured.
Oh, you speak of a kingdom. Therefore, you must be a king. Are you a king?
was born for one purpose. To bear witness to the truth. All who can accept the truth hear my voice.
And what is the truth?
No, this man's no criminal. He's a dreamer. Take him away, take him away. Have him flogged as a token of Roman justice. That should wake him up.
Right, sir.
Procurator, we, the leaders of the Sanhedrin, have always had the same aim as you, the peaceful administration of our country for the good of our people. And for many years now...
Please. Don't talk to me about the people. As long as they obey, you care as much about your children of Israel as we do the mob in Rome. Was that a... Let us speak directly. Why does the Sanhedrin consider this man so dangerous that they send you yourself here to make sure that he's condemned?
Perhaps for the same reasons as you, Procurator, if you knew him as well as we do, would also find him dangerous.
That's enough. Put his clothes back on.
I saw when he entered Jerusalem as a king. Look at him now.
So he's a king. The king of the Jews. Man, we ought to dress him like a king.
Hey!
Give me a cloak.
Don't use mine, use one of those.
Oh, wait a minute, there's some over here. Here it is. Come on. Here we are. Turn around. Look at him.
Hey, wait a minute. If he's a king, he needs a crown.
Hail, Majesty. High and mighty Majesty.
Oh, look at him.